Dolly Parton's Jolene is her most popular and most covered song. Now that Beyonce has put her own spin on it, with the release of her new country album Cowboy Carter, let's look at what's new and what's the same in her version of the iconic song. Starting off with Dolly's original, which, according to Parton, was inspired by a red-headed bank clerk who flirted with her husband Carl Dean at his local bank branch around the time they were newly married.
I wrote this song about 20 years ago about this woman down in Nashville that worked at the bank. As a matter of fact, Jolene looked a whole lot like you red-headed hussy.
Where Parton begs and pleads with the infamous other woman not to steal her man, Beyonce sends warning shots to her. You can notice the lyrical changes almost immediately when Beyonce sings in the second line, "I'm warning you, don't come for my man." In place of Parton's, "I'm begging of you, please don't take my man." Moving away from the original, Beyonce's version is much more threatening. The lyrical similarities are few. For instance, both versions acknowledge Jolene's beauty. But while Dolly's version goes on to describe her beauty, Beyonce suggests that it takes more than looks to break a happy family. Another place where Beyonce retains some elements of the lyrics but adds her own spin to it is when she sings that she had to have this talk. But then she continues by making her vengeance more explicit, singing, "I had to have this talk with you, 'cause I hate to have to act the fool. Your peace depends on how you move." Whereas Dolly sang that her happiness and her life depends on what Jolene decides to do. While the lyrics have been changed significantly, the simple string-plucking production almost identical to Parton's 1973 original have been retained. The biggest musical shift comes in Beyonce's new bridge, which has a melody that isn't used in Dolly's song and includes a choir of voices backing up Queen Bee. The bridge switches from the song's minor key to an optimistic major as Beyonce confidently sings, "I sleep good happy, 'cause you can't dig up our planted seeds." Later, she switches up the chorus in a nod to her family's Louisiana heritage, singing, "I know I'm a Queen Jolene, I'm still a Creole banjee bitch from Louisiana, don't try me." Dolly had hinted about the possibility of Beyonce covering her a few weeks before the album's release, and her fans must be excited to hear not just Beyonce's version, but also the spoken interlude track where Parton addresses Beyonce directly.
"Hey, Miss Honeybee, it's Dolly P."
From there, Parton references Becky with the good hair, the mistress featured on Beyonce's Lemonade album, and ties it back to her own song by saying that the color of the hair may be different, but it hurts just the same. And this reference to Becky might also be the reason why Beyonce's version is so angry with Jolene. Fans speculated her husband Jay-Z may have cheated on her back in 2016 when she released Lemonade and specifically took aim at Becky with the good hair. The rapper later admitted to his infidelity on his own record. Did you like Beyonce's version of Jolene? Let us know in comments. And please do hit the like and subscribe buttons for your daily dose of country.